Though this is primarily an aviation and travel channel, this particular video will be covering a unique topic which involves the workings of the upper levels of management of some airlines, something not normally covered in this channel. But every so often there are some movements that do have major implications, and in this case there is an ongoing dispute between family members of heirs of Korean Air's parent company Hanjin KAL, which story from the last few months could make for a great topic of a Korean drama. However, there is major stakes for the future leadership of Korean Air, South Korea's largest airline, as a sibling dispute within the family is setting up a showdown for an upcoming shareholder meeting set to take place later this month. Like many of the big businesses of South Korea, Korean Air is part of the Hanjin KAL group, one of the major chaebols in South Korea's business scene, with the Korean flag carrier as its flagship property. This story started to unfold in the spring of last year, 2019, following the death of the patriarch of the Cho family, Cho Young-ho, who presided over Korean Air and the company between 2003 and 2019. While Korean Air saw the transition into the 2000s, which included the membership into the SkyTeam Alliance, though the last few years of his tenure and near his death was marred in controversy with several high-profile incidents affecting the brand of Korean Air, among them allegations over corruption, which led to him being removed from the company board. Following the elder Cho's death, his son Cho Won-tae took over the helm of the airline, along with the entire company. While the elder Cho would have wished for the transition period to be more smoother, his daughter Cho Hyun-ha has openly criticized the leadership of her brother and called for Korean Air and Hanjin KAL to have more professional leadership. One thing to note that Hyun-ah is a former Korean Air executive who in 2014 made headlines following the nut rage incident aboard a Korean Air flight. Within the last year, there have been several incidents related to the family dispute, though what's really important to note that will be an important shareholder meeting, which will decide on whether Cho Won-tae would continue on his role as the head of the entire company. In her campaign to unseat her brother, Cho Hyun-ha has the backing of two major shareholders of Korean Air, notably Bando, a Korean builder, and activist fund Korean Corporate Governance Improvement, or KCGI, which has criticized Hanjin for its high debt-to-equity ratio of over 900%. With Korean Air's large assets and properties list, KCGI is also calling for Hanjin to scale back on its non-aviation ventures and focus on the airline, which as of now, due to the ongoing coronavirus outbreak, has seen a large reduction of flights and the grounding of nearly 100 aircraft. Combined, the alliance of Cho Yun-ha has a stake of around 37%. On the other side, the current chairman Cho Won-tae has the rest of his family's support, along with US-based Delta Airlines, which has around an 11% stake in the company, as Korean Air is an important joint venture partner in the Asia-Pacific for the Atlanta-based company. Combined, the chairman's backers amount for around 39% stake of the company, and both sides have been politicking for the rest of the 24% stakeholders, leading up to the upcoming shareholder meeting. What resembles a Korean drama as it's playing out in the corporate boardroom, the two figureheads of dispute could be seen as headstrong and capable to take the helm of the airline. Cho Won-tae has previous experiences in various departments of the airline and was widely believed by observers to have been groomed for the role to succeed his father. On the other hand, while gaining infamy for the nut rage incident, Cho Yun-ha has been recognized for her role in the in-flight services department, overseeing the update of the in-flight menu along with the new cabin crew uniforms. Both believe they are equally capable of running the airline and the company. Like many of South Korea's chaebols, the Hanjin KAL is no stranger to corporate struggles within the family members, with a similar family struggle occurring in 2003 at the start of Cho Young-ho's tenure of chairmanship. In an effort to appease the shareholders, we likely see more concessions from the management of the airline to sell non-airline assets such as the hotels and other businesses in other industries, though we'll likely see them keeping the Jin Air, the low-cost brand, in South Korea's highly competitive low-cost airline scene. Though it's mostly an internal family struggle, we can't ignore the agendas of the two major external parties, the KCGI and Delta Airlines. First with KCGI, an activist fund which has been promoting their work with other companies in what could be seen as a check and balance to South Korea's chaebols, which dominate most of the business scene in the country. For most aviation geeks, the most compelling shareholder and the party with a lot to lose in this dispute is actually Delta Airlines, which for years has been courting Korean Air as a joint venture partner in the much important region of Northeast Asia, and already outcompeted in Japan with the Star Alliance duo of United and ANA, along with Japan Airlines and American Airlines of Oneworld. The Seoul hub is a much needed piece of Delta's overall business in Asia, and the airline has been gradually increasing its stake in the airline as a show of support of Cho and the status quo, as the Atlanta-based airline probably is worried that a leadership change could reverse the work to form and market the joint venture with Korean Air. Indirectly through Delta, we could see this affect the SkyTeam alliance, as Korean Air is an important member in Northeast Asia, where some of the better 5-star airlines such as ANA Singapore Airlines, Cathay Pacific, and Japan Airlines are mostly with Star Alliance and Oneworld. While Korean Air is the biggest airline in South Korea, they do have to contend with Asiana Airlines, its local counterpart, who happens to be a Star Alliance member. And there could be a sense of some within Korean Air that the airline could be better served in an alliance that is considered far more superior to SkyTeam such as Oneworld, which Korean Air actually has some code-share agreements with some of their airlines, including American Airlines, Malaysia Airlines, Japan Airlines, and newly announced Oneworld member Alaska Airlines. Beyond the headline of the family dispute among the Cho family over the future of the Hanjin KAL group and Korean Air, along with major shareholders who have their own agendas, the outcome of the upcoming shareholder meeting will heavily impact the South Korean business and aviation industry, as well as the Delta Korean Air Trans-Pacific joint venture. What are your thoughts on the ongoing dispute between the family members of the Cho family and the future of Korean Air? Thank you for watching. This has been another edition of Flights in Asia, highlighting the news and updates from the aviation and travel scene from the Asia Pacific. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Once again, thank you for watching and have a great day.